post time, and yes, the rumors were true. Cyclops, Gambit are getting reworks, and they're going to be on the new mutant raid team, as well as Sunspot and Forge with Nightcrawler. So we're going to go over the blog post today. I want to say there's some pretty important things in the blog post. They're getting a rework to the ULTIMUS store right here. So I know myself personally, I'm going to start saving these ULTIMUS credits up here because I'll be able to buy character shards with them. Also, looks like they're also going to change the rewards for Cosmic Crucible. Before, they used to have the Diamond Dawn orbs, and those are the ones that had like a 50% chance of having an Elite 7. They're going to go to the regular Diamond orbs. Well, I will have to read what it says because it's kind of worded a very specific way, but I'm thinking that's going to be improvement. All right, before we get into the blog post and get into the details, just go over the Stormwatch. Big shout out to Updog and the Brotherhood of the Storm Discord server. Earn ally supply orbs and alliance credits. That's going to start on the 11th. Battle on War, which is going to be on the 11th. So this is going to be a Sub-Zero Warfare Alliance-wide event starting on the 12th, which is Battle on War. Win battles in Crucible. Battle in Crucible and use Superior 6 battles for bonus points in the X-Force Frostbite event starting on the 11th. Spend ISO 8 campaign energy on the 12th. Spend ISO 8 for the X-Force Frostbite event starting on the 11th, and then win Blitz battles starting on the 11th as well. So we've got the blog post right here, and there is a new system for the way that patches are released. And Archangel basically said the over-the-air starts on Monday, finalizes on Wednesday. That's when the update is forced. So the way that it worked last time is that certain devices and people were able to pre-download the patch as early as Monday, and then the patch, basically like a light switch goes on. The way it worked last time was on Wednesday at server reset, which is 1 o'clock Pacific time. So we'll have to see how it works. Now, they were very explicit in a blog post that this is a new system and it may not work as expected. So I'm expecting some bugs. Now, let's get into the blog post, weekly blog to the extreme. And I'm not going to talk a lot about the 5-member team. There is and will be a proper video about this, going over the kits, how they work. Is Cyclops garbage? Is he going to be the next Scarlet Witch? That will be asked and answered in another video soon, TM, because I know a lot of people are like going through this strike time video and it's like, oh, did you notice that Nightcrawler can put exposed? You know what? All you have to do is wait just a little bit longer for all that information. So we're not going to discuss it in this video because the video will be coming some point in the future. All right. We went over the events. X-Force Frostbite, use ISO 8 campaign energy plus play Cosmic Crucible battles and get extra points for Superior 6. We talked about that. Blizzard Blitz Daily Web Mindstone, earn Blitz credits. Yikes. Sub-Zero Warfare Alliance event, battle under Alliance War and earn Alliance credits. Earn Ally 2 Superb Orb fragments, and then we're going to have a Cyclops bridge. Over the Rainbow Bridge, Quick Rumble, Blitz with Bifrost, and then we're going to have the Nightcrawler release on the 15th. Keep an eye for inbox messages alerting you to the character availability for Ghost Rider Robbie in the Cosmic Crucible store. So one thing that they had in last week's messaging was that Hardlight Ms. Marvel was going to be going to the raid orbs. That actually happened yesterday. So Hardlight Ms. Marvel yesterday went into the raid orbs and she's in the raid store. Other thing that happened yesterday is Green Goblin. Now you can purchase red stars for the dark promotion credits. That happened yesterday as well. Let's keep going on the blog posts. X-Treme X-Men, grab your preferred green carbonated vestige, fire up your motorcycle, and make sure your bungee cord is secured and fastened to your ankle because Strike is about to get extreme with the upcoming arrival of the new X-Treme X-Men team. Like I said, we're going to talk about this in much more detail in another video. So stay tuned. We'll do that at another time. But yes, Cyclops and Gambit are being updated. Let's go. So this is going to be a new character poll, Mercs for money. And basically, they're going to do a poll for a new character to join the upcoming Mercs for money team. And so this is going to be a similar type poll like they did with Silver Surfer symbiote, where you could pick, the symbiote, whether it's going to be Thanos or Silver Surfer. Silver Surfer is the one that won, and it looks like the options are going to be Lady Deathpool, Deadpool 2099, and Pandapool, which sounds absolutely ridiculous. So I know I'm going to be voting for Pandapool. I remember that one game called Panda Champions. Well, they gotta bring some of that here to Marvel Strike Force. Friday free claim, Frozen Festival events, X-Force Frostbite. Fine. We're going to skip through all of this, and we're going to get to the important stuff right here. Cosmic Crucible reward improvement. We hope everyone is enjoying the latest season of Cosmic Crucible, especially the extremely valuable rewards for Diamond Dawn orbs. They're garbage. I've opened 7 of them. 7 of them. 4 of them were Elite 7 dupes. One of them was a 2 diamond crossbones and a 1 diamond Electra. Another one was a duplicate. It's been absolutely atrocious. Make sure you continue to impress the Living Tribunal by laying waste to the competition, because the Diamond Dawn orbs will only be available in the weekly Cosmic Crucible rewards for this season only. Next season will feature diamond orbs. Now, I think what a lot of people want to hear is that they're going to be expanded to more tiers. Right now, it seems like you got to be at the top to get the Diamond Dawn orbs. Well, they're going to make an improvement for diamond orbs. Well, hopefully it's going to be expanded so more people can get them. Look forward to this even better reward coming soon. We'll be announcing the end date of the current season soon in a future blog. But until then, make sure you continue tipping the scales of your judgment in your favor. Okay, so they announced that there's going to be a new tag called Mystic. And I don't have the list of characters that are going to be Mystic, but it's going to be the fancy characters like Apocalypse and so on. And I believe Dormammu and Doom and Super Skrull are going to be this Mythic, not Mystic, Mythic. Mythic, I know, the Mythic tag. So they also announced that ULTIMUS and Kestrel will get the Mythic tag, and Kestrel is going to now be awarded in Dark Dimension 1, and ULTIMUS, who's still complete garbage, will be the reward for Dark Dimension 3. Does this mean that we're going to get a ULTIMUS rework soon? I'm not sure. Actually, I don't think so. Is it possible that we're going to get an ULTIMUS rework someday? Yes. I wouldn't hold your breath, though. So they're going to have a way of compensating players that have already finished Dark Dimension 1 and 2, and that'll be great. Now, the thing that caught my attention, and this, we're going to have a discussion at the end of the video about hoarding. Ultra Supplies editions. They're going to add 3 slots for the 30 most recent characters, and then you'll be able to, for 9,000 ULTIMUS credits, get 5 character shards. So the people that hoarded will have an advantage. And so we'll talk about hoarding in this game and my general thinking about hoarding. And then lastly, there's going to be some sort of post tomorrow about the changes to incursion raids. So we were waiting for some information on this because the 2.3 incursion was removed from the game and shut down. So it looks like they're going to make some sort of announcement tomorrow about that. Let's go on. And the top comment on the blog post on Reddit was a comment about Frozen Festival, a festival to celebrate the game freezing. And then one of the other top comments is about, by returning to gold spending, it's the same as hoarding gold orbs and training orbs. You have set a precedent for yourselves as people start hoarding gold again. It's not look good, as the community can always go back to this event and now say they'll go back on what they said. And we're going to talk about that for sure. Again, the Snowy Spider Spectacle Milestone is just awful. What can I say? Events just suck all the way around. It drains your gold, it drains your cores. It's just a drain event. Whatever Spider Slayer can stay at 2 stars. I don't even care. The December event can also sit incomplete. Look, the game is fun. I like it, but I'm not draining my supply for these rewards. And then for those who were worried about Cyclops was going to be the new Scarlet Witch, don't be concerned. Yeah, in the video, he does monstrous damage. And so we'll talk about it when the time is right. Like I said, wait for an upcoming video where probably go over all of that. All right. Green Goblin is available. Ms. Marvel is in the raid store. I don't really see the point in buying this at this point because you can get her now in raid orbs and the raid store. I got to ask, where's Blade? After watching the Game Awards, I was wondering, what the hell is Blade? He would be awesome way to rework Dark Hunter or leftovers of Supernatural, or maybe a counter for Undying. That'd be pretty cool. And then lastly, I wanted to talk about this offer right here. You got 2 Elite 7s, an Elite 6, and then some Elite 4s and 5s. I'm not in the market for these at all, but that is the lowest price they've ever sold them, for $14. Now, let's talk about this. Stonks, hoarders, never punished. So I do think that this game traditionally has been good for hoarders, but I kind of want to take a counter argument to hoarders just for you to consider. The way this game works is that there is constant power creep, and there's always a new character coming out, which means that one of your character's roster is effectively going to be useless. Like one character's coming in, another character's coming out. And overall, your roster is depreciating on a daily basis. Like if you stop playing the game for 6 months, your account is just going to go down, 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 down. That's the way the game works. So what are we hoarding for? If there is a way of advancing your roster today and getting better rewards in, say, the arena, better rewards inside of Crucible, better rewards inside of Alliance War, and I would say it's a bad idea to hoard things that actually could help your account today, in the future, just to save stuff for the sake of maybe someday you'll get some small advantage from event which benefit hoarders. So I do think that there needs to be a discussion on when to hoard and when not to hoard. For me, I do not open orbs if they don't directly progress my roster, and I upgrade things in my roster for a purpose. And I'm not going to upgrade things just for the sake of upgrading them. I'm going to upgrade them for a specific task and try to accomplish a specific goal to get a specific reward. And I'm not going to hoard if it's going to negatively impact my roster. But I've got all these orbs in my account right now that will not help my roster. They do nothing. And if I open them or don't open them, it doesn't matter. So I do not open them. Lastly, raid teams. My suggestion and my thinking on raid teams is to put the minimum amount of resources into them, specifically if it's a raid team that is only good in raids. If the team doesn't add value outside of raids, I mean, just get what you got to get out of that team to do whatever your alliance is doing. Dumping extra resources into a raid team feels the worst. And I'm thinking back of like Bionic Avengers and Web Warriors. There's 2 amazing examples of teams that just felt bad to upgrade and they're not useful anymore. And I suspect the same is true with a team like Bifrost. I do think Pegasus and Sinister Six have a better design philosophy behind them, and they seem to be more useful in many game modes. And I'm aware that Sinister Six is not a raid team, but specifically Pegasus. But then again, what does a million power Pegasus team do that a 1.3 team could do better? I don't think it is. I think you get the mech. There's a point where you don't get any more value out of the team. And I think raid teams are the teams where you don't need to upgrade them like crazy. As long as you're getting through your lane, you're getting through your node, you're doing what your alliance wants you to do, and then stop upgrading them. They seem to be the biggest wasted resource in the game for team compositions. Let me know what you think of this concept. I mean, I think it's a more nuanced conversation than the way I just said it right there, and there's a million exceptions to the rule. Put down in the comment section what you think about hoarding and not hoarding. Bye for now.